Hey guys, in the today's session we'll be discussing about what exactly is strings and how we are going to use the strings in the Python programming language. So in general you should know what exactly is string. We say a string is a sequence of the characters. So we can access the characters only one at a time, okay, using the bracket operator. How we can use the bracket operator? You can have a look at here. For example, I have a string, a fruit name that is banana. Fruit is equals to banana, then letter is equals to fruit of 1. What is the meaning of this fruit of 1? So I want to access the character only A, which is in the second position. Okay, make sure the index of the string starts from 0. So 0th position we have B, and in the first position we have A, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So now I want the character A to be printed. How we can do the print of the letter? So when you print this letter, what it is going to do? In the first position we have A. So the character A is the string what you want to extract. Okay, so in the similar way, for example, you want the first character, that is banana here, so the index position is 0. So then in that case you can write 0 here. So the letter, when you call print this particular letter, print the variable, then you will get B as the return value. Okay, so now in the same way, make sure the index position should be an integer number. You cannot simply write 1.5. So the string indices must be integers. Okay, keep in mind that all the string integers must be integers. Okay, so this is the string indexes. So the indexes always start from 0. Okay, so that is the meaning of the strings, and then how do you print the particular character. Okay, now this next topic is how to get the length of the string using the len function. Okay, for example, say I have fruit is equals to banana, then I want to find the length of this particular fruit. So what is the length I have? How many characters I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So this is my return value. Okay, so this is the length of the string. How can I find? Okay, so there is also possibly you try to do something like this. Length is equals to len of the fruit, last is equals to fruit of length. That is, you want to find the last of the length. So that is not possible. Okay, so length is 6. So fruit of 6 is what it is going to print. It's not trying to understand the range is out of range because of index position. Okay, you can write fruit of 5. So that is going to give the exact length. Okay, so that instead we can write last is equals to fruit of length minus 1, since because the index position here you have 5. Okay, but in general if you count, we will be having the 6 characters. Okay, so this is the correct way of using the finding the last character here, fruit of length minus 1. So that is going to give you A. Okay, so the next topic is how do you traverse through a string with a loop. Okay, how you can traverse through a string to a particular string using the loop. Okay, say for example we have index is equals to 0, while index less than length of the fruit, length is equals to fruit of index, print of the letter, index is equals to index plus 1. Okay, so now you want to print the letter what you are expecting. Okay, so this is about the how you can traverse to the particular loop. Next topic is string slices, how you can use the string slices in the Python programming language. Okay, so in general we say a segment or the part of the string which is called as a slice. Selecting a slice is similar to selecting a character. Okay, now I want a part of this particular string. How do I do this? Using the string slices. So for example, I have a string s is equals to Monty Python. So print s of 0 colon 5. So what it is going to give? Monty. Okay, starting from the 0th position, it is going to print the first 5 characters. Okay, make sure. So if you want first 5 characters starting from the 0th position, so this is the index position, how many number of characters should be printed. In the similar way, if you want print s is equals to 6 colon 12. So what is the position here? 6th position, what you have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from this position, whatever the number it is there, it is going to print you. Okay, okay, so that is the thing how you can use. Now what if you don't give the index position? What it is going to give? Fruit is equals to banana, then fruit of colon 3. What it is going to print? It is just going to print the first 3 characters here. Okay, starting from the 0th position, it is going to give the first 3 characters. What about if you are not specifying the second position here, but you have the third one. So it starts from, so after n, whatever the characters it is there, it is gonna print you. Okay, so this is the particular meaning of this particular slices. Okay, so now if you are using the slices equally, it is not gonna give you anything, but it is going to give the empty string. Okay, that is how you can use the string slices. Second one is strings are immutable. The meaning of immutable is you cannot change the characters in the string. Okay, so it is not possible to change the characters in the string. For example, if you want to replace the H with J, that is impossible. You just simply write a greeting of 0 is equals to J. In the 0th position, I want J instead of H. So what it is going to give? String object does not support the item assignment. So this is not possible. So we say strings are immutable. If at all, if you want to add J to it, you have some other way of doing it. Okay, define new variable, then add it to the, using the string slices, you can make it out. J plus greeting of 1 colon. So after 1, you, whatever the letters is there, you can print it out. So it's going to give you Jello void. Okay, so that is how you can say strings are immutable. Next one is looping and counting. Okay, how you can, for example, if you want to count the number of items that the letter A appears in the string, how many times the letter A appears in the string. Okay, what is the program? You can say count is equals to 0 for letter in the word. If letter is equals to A, then increment the value of count. So in the similar way, it keeps on incrementing. Okay, so output should be 3. So that is how we can use the looping and counting. Next one is the in operator. How we can use the in operator in the Python programming language. Okay, so in is just like a Boolean operator that takes the two strings and returns the true if the first appears to be a substring as the second. Okay, that means there should be a part or the string of the main string, substring. So you will be having a main string, you will be having a substring. Make sure that substring should be a part of the main string. So in that case, for example, say A in banana. So I have A in this particular fruit, so that is true. Seed in banana, that is false. So it is going to give you false as the output. Okay. So the next one is string comparison. How you can make the string comparison. The comparison operator works on the strings. Okay, to see if two strings are equal, what you can do? If word is equals to banana, so you are comparing. If it is true, it is going to print all right banana. Okay, if word is less than banana, your word plus word comes before banana. So whatever the word it is there, you got word, and that particular word it comes before banana. Okay, so that is how string comparisons can be made. Okay. Parsing string, how to go through the strings, whatever the information you need. For example, say I have a data from Stephen.hunt and you want some part of this particular string. Okay, so you try to find that particular, say for example, spos is equals to data dot find of space comma at pos. Okay, so it is gonna print you qct.ac.za. Okay, so that is how we can use the format operator. How we can use the format operator. Format operator is just nothing but percentage d. That is for integers. We can use the percentage d. So that is how format operator works here. Okay. So this is all about how we can use the strings in the Python programming language. Okay. Thank you.